It's a very, very cold autumn morning. It's very early, although the sun is quite up in the sky already. Winter for this one. Hi! Hi kitty! Hi kitty! Hi kitty! So this cat and Cora are not friends at all. But I always reassure this cat that he's fine. He has like he's stuck in a smile. Look at him, yeah. He's stuck in a smile. He always looks like he's a bit awkward. Love you. Let's love you. Oh, let's love you. He's so cute. Sorry I didn't have food. I know. So what we're doing is taking time together to celebrate the new year. This is the first month of the Celtic year. It ends with Hallows Eve, with Halloween, with Samhain, with the last days of October, and the first year starts on the 1st of November. That really connects with me. My birthday is at the end of October as well, so it always feels like a new year. So the birch tree is a tree of regeneration, but also purification. This is a tree that you don't want to have right next to your house because it literally just lets its branches fall. You don't need to come and cut the branches. It will naturally shed branches, like whole branches, to climb higher. And it's a very recognizable tree because its bark is white, bright white, and it loses all of its leaves in the winter. So right now the leaves are between a shade of green and yellow. I'm being in Turkey, so if you are in a colder climate, it might already be bare or the leaves are around the reddishness. The bark is a delight for the deers, for the whole family of deers. They come and they just like, you can rip away the bark. It's very papery. You can rip strips of bark, and they eat that. So in Celtic tradition, the birch tree was used to purify you. So whenever they had people that they were putting in prison and jail, that they were detaining, they would give them branches from the birch tree, or a few leaves, and people would whip themselves or be whipped in order to cast away the negative energy before we started a new year. So people use the birch to remove negative energy out of you. So what we do together today is taking this out, taking the gunk out, taking the negative energy, taking the influences of others that are negative, that have been sent with the purpose of being negative. We are going through that purification and then setting a new cycle, starting a new cycle, starting new intentions. Maybe it's time to shed and be like, okay, what are my priorities? What is the focus? What is aligned with me right now to focus on? So I welcome the birch tree, its essence to come through me, through my body, for the highest good of all, so that we can offer a healing with light language, with movement, with frequencies, weaving frequencies, and help everyone that watches this today in November, or whenever you watch this. You might also feel resonant if you were born in November. That might be a theme of your life. Maybe this is how you act around the world, how you act with yourself, with the people around you. You are someone that can identify the negative and then help people remove the negative out of their life, and then set that new beginning, that new cycle, that birth energy. Okay. Breathing in. Letting go. Letting go of the day. Letting go of the day, letting go of life that has expired, letting go of chapters that have expired, letting go of fruitless endeavors where you keep going, and there's the sunken cost fallacy. You keep going, you keep trying, you're like, this is not making me happy, but I still believe, it's gonna get to somewhere. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. So learning to really own in on your intuition, on your intuitive voice, and seeing what it's telling you. Is it time to go? Is it time to continue? What's going on here? Nai 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 so so koi koi taneta to. Na ai so 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 mute kush. Oh, up, up, up. Feels like we're elevating all of the particles in your digestive tract, in your energy to just be up in the air, and then we can identify them better. Like everything that's been stuck, that's been I don't have the word, but it looks a certain way. The sun is back. It's been very gray. There's a lot of stuckness in the heart. So many squirrels. And they come on, heart. Let's move, 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 move. And the sun is gone again. So I'm going to show you what I see actually. This is the Bosphorus. It's a gigantic Detroit, a body of water that moves that way. And I feel like it really helps to show this, because we're moving through difficult energies through the heart, but it takes time. It's all about, we don't need to speed up that healing. Right now we're setting those intentions, but it takes time for the water to move that way. It just takes time. It will not be fixed in that one session. Do you see this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous snail? Like its body is like a glistening blue, black. And he's been moving so slowly. But he's going to make his, not his train, but like he's gonna find his way. He's gonna be where he needs to be. So don't judge yourself for how slow that healing is, for how gentle and steady that healing is, as long as you're still advancing a little bit today, you've done great. You've taken care of yourself. You've been in that motion. You have the whole winter. You have the whole rest of fall and winter to focus, to see what's there in the core of you, and to let, whether it's the sadness or the anger or whatever feeling is there, the grief, to let it come out, to embrace, to love it, to require help, to move through it. And please view feeding yourself as an act of self-care, which doesn't mean all the restrictions that we think of, but feed yourself in ways that make you happy, that make you feel good in the end of it. At the end of the meal and then for the next few hours, how are you feeling? Thank you for being here. I have a beautiful karma clearing ceremony on my Patreon on the Delta tier. You should join. We're closing registration at the end of the week on the 15th. So please check out all the details and join us. It's a really beautiful ceremony. It doesn't mean that you're signed up for Delta for the year. You can cancel whenever you want. It's not going to be live. It's a ceremony that I record with all your names that I do for you. And then I share it on Patreon and Patreon only. So I hope that it connects. And don't forget to like, to subscribe, to comment. Please support the channel. You can also send me a coffee, a donation for coffee on a platform called Coffee. So all the details are down there. I hope this helped. Take care of yourself. You've got all the time in the world, okay? Just take your time. We don't need to fast speed through your healing, okay? There's a lot that's coming out. It's Scorpio season. It's only natural. We have a lot of outer planets changing signs. There's a whole new energy that's coming in. We're grieving what happened in the past cycle. It's totally normal. Take your time. And, know that this is temporary. You're gonna feel better soon, okay? Just do what you can do. Ask for help where you can be with your loved ones. Do the things you love. Take care of yourself, okay? I'm Capucine. It was a pleasure to meet you if it was your first time. And see you for the rest of the Celtic healing. Right on time. Bye.